From Rugby Town, USA, the NSCRO national title is a prize on offer, and it's Tufts University squaring off against the Claremont colleges for the right to lift the hardware at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Hello Rugby fans, I'm Dallin Stanford, joined alongside my former Eagle captain, Brian Blizzard. History will be made today for one of these fantastic teams. And it's all possible because of the NSCRO organization, who for 15 years have been the home of small college rugby and given teams and players the opportunity to perform at a national stage. There are today over 300 teams competing for 5 different championships. But first, let's take a look at Tufts, who thrilled us yesterday in an nail-biter.
Well, Tufts University, located in Medford, Massachusetts, and has a student enrollment of over 10,000. The rugby program goes all the way back to the mid-1960s. Tufts were the runners-up in the Northeast region, so they had to play their way back into the tournament. They spanked Ithaca in the Northeast quarters, they squeaked past SUNY Plattsburgh in a real dogfight, and they played one of their best defensive games of the year in the finals win against Maine. Yesterday, they defeated LSU of Alexandria 17-15 in the first of yesterday's semifinals. And trailing 8-0, fly half Jimmy Carney timed his pass brilliantly to center Sam Collingsworth. And Collingsworth takes it all the way, the rest of the way. And Tufts benefits from a yellow card on that tackle. And then co-captain Jake Gayrell bashed over for his first of 2 tries to give Tufts their first lead of the game. And then trailing, Gayrell scored his second try right between the poles to tie the score at 15-15. And the easy conversion to follow made it 17-15, and that was a difference.
And today, what areas do they need to focus on to get that victory?
Well, for Tufts to have any chance of beating this experienced Claremont side today, they need to maintain their defensive structure and their line speed. Their kicking for territory has to be accurate to not just give Claremont counterattacking ball. And finally, when Tufts has the opportunity for a counterattack, they have to be more productive than they were yesterday. And this Tufts team's faced a Claremont side that came in second at the same tournament last year.
That's right, they're the only team to return from the Final Four. That experience will bode them well for this final. Claremont colleges have competed as well in USA Rugby Division 1 and 2 for the past 20 years, but they chose NSCRO because it's excellent structures and organization. They're back in 2017, improving as their season progressed, showcasing some superb rugby. They had some great victories, of course, beating Dallas, but that Cal Maritime victory was something special as well. They got coaching by Jeremy Ognall, Scott Bracken, and Ray Egan, all sensations in their own right. Yesterday, these are the highlights. They scored 3 impressive tries. This was one of them. It was Gator Adams on the wing. We know him from 2016. He's back again, showing all the speed and the fend as well to go the distance. He will unfortunately be on the bench, picking up a small injury in yesterday's game, but what a vital try he scored to get his team going. Their forwards were very impressive as well, and it was Nick Urban at number 8, eventually going low, reaching for the try, getting his team back on the scoreboard as well. But they finished with a flurry, and this was something freakish. You'll never see this again. Off the crossbar, this will surely get 1 million hits in the near future, Biz.
Mr. Dallin, what does Claremont colleges have to do well today to come away with the title?
Well, they were a bit disappointing in their set pieces. Their lineouts were troubling in the snowy conditions, but today it's going to be perfect, so that will be remedied. And then championship rugby is all about keeping composure, and given their Final Four experience, that will certainly help them. And finally, Coach Ognall wants his players to be aggressive in the defense. The chop tackling will really help them lift that title. So rugby fans, we're ready for a thrilling final. Who will be the 27 champions? We will find out soon. Stay with us. After the break, the national anthem and the first half kickoff.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA is brought to you by Comcast Xfinity, the most live sports on TV, online, and now on your iPad and iPhone. Xfinity, only from Comcast. Haynes Mechanical. To properly manage your facility, you need a solutions provider in mechanical, technology, and energy. HaynesMechanical.com. And by Hyatt Place. Choose cozy and affordable. Choose Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, an official hotel partner of Infinity Park.
is how your bank sees the world. How do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Your hands can do a lot. They can follow the lines. They can color outside of them, greet new friends, and comfort old ones. With Xfinity, they can do even more, like manage your account, change your Wi-Fi password, and take your favorite shows anywhere you go. Xfinity is putting more control where it belongs, right in the palm of your hand. Get the app or visit xfinity.com/myaccount.
We're always building extraordinary events here at Butler Rents.
So we walk through everything that we know that you could possibly need and try and suggest things.
Building it to the ultimate desire that you have envisioned in your mind. Once you've made that original order, we then go back and package it all up. The drivers will load it on the truck and we'll get it out to you.
Making sure that everything is going to go smooth for the event.
So like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at Butler Rents.
What am I wasting time? We do not have time to waste.
Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, then go and play somewhere else. You've got to aspire to reach that next level. There's a reason why we do this game. Keep going! Keep going! Win the fight! Win the fight!
Scoring Glendale.
Well done!
Don't read into that. Don't throw any more snowballs. Behave. I am. Don't make me get mean. Yeah, I'm wondering where your team is too. What's up, guys? 107? Is it not 107? It's 110. Oh my God, 3 minutes late. What's happening? I know.
Welcome back to Rugby Town, USA. The big dance is about to happen. Two brilliant teams have made their way through the various qualifying competitions. It's been a long, hard-fought season, and now they find themselves here ready to take the field at Infinity Park.
And it should be a fantastic battle. Again, a lot of leadership on this Claremont College squad against a very scrappy Tufts University team. And it's anybody ball game. We talked about it yesterday, Dallin. Anything can change in a day. We saw Tufts play yesterday, and let's take a look at their lineup. The back row, Carter, Cole, Nat, Ong, and Jake Gayrell was very impressive in yesterday's victory, while fly half Jimmy Carney, center Sam Hollingsworth, and fullback Ross Kayeman were the pick of the backs. Tufts is co-captained by 8-man Jake Burrell, and scrum half Jed McKinney. The head coach is Tom Clark.
They've taken the field. They are ready to go, wearing their blue rhino outfits. The fans will also come out because the sun is shining. Yesterday it was snow all around, but nothing right now. The field, the conditions are perfect. And coming up shortly, it is the national anthem of the United States of America. We're going to go downstairs in just a few moments for the Star Spangled Banner.
United States of America.
will certainly fire up here for this final. Let's take a look now at Jeremy Ognall's troops from the Claremont Colleges. They keep the same team as Saturday. Frankie Reyes is the workhorse in the loose. He was very impressive day one. And Nick Urban was superb as well. On the back, Spencer Swensrud and Gator Adams were set to carve. And decision-making rests on the shoulders of Brendan McDonald and Rodrigo Mejias. And there has been one late change, and it's going to be Gator. Gator Adams is going to be on the side. And Connor Alpaca Lena will start in the 14 jumper. Both coaching crews are ready for this one. 80 minutes, and somebody will be crowned a national champion. Our referee for today's clash is in the middle, and she is raring to go. It is the great Lee Bryant. She'll have the whistle, assisted by Stu Geiger and Derek Summers. And on the right of your screen, kicking off will be Tufts University, the Jumbos from Medford, Massachusetts. And receiving this will be the Claremont Colleges from Southern California, near the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains. Wearing their maroon and blue strip. Big contact coming in early. Kim is in there also. Claremont setting the first early ruck. McDonald loves to stand very flat, gets that short ball going. Just outside their 22, but they spot a bit of space there. Coming through nicely was Pico, but then strong defense thundering in from Tufts. They know they give any space to this live wire team. There'll be tries on the board. They go a little bit deeper. And Brendan McDonald puts this one into space. It's allowed to bounce. It's always dangerous. And thumping tackle comes in. And it's Griffin Anderson that is hurled to the deck. Tufts have kept possession. They look now to get away from their own end zone. Both teams testing each other early on. How is the exit strategy from Tufts? No, they want to have a crack and have a go. Got to be careful with possession. They do well to man that. Space to operate. Oh, there's a big shoulder coming in there. Yes, that was nasty.
No wrap.
That was a new man in the lineup for Claremont Colleges, Connor Lehner. There was no wrap on that. He just shoulder charged. Referee Lee Bright, no hesitation, and
you watch offsides last play.
Throwing the full arm up.
There at last minute, found man.
Sean Pine, the skipper of Claremont College, is already getting in Lee Bryant's ear. What to look for? There's the shoulder charge. Replays are brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with marketing and print services from Alpha Graphics. www.agdigitaldenver.com.
Andrew Kemp goes to the back, uncontested. Good ball here from Tufts to work with. Oh, smothering tackle though comes on Hank Sardell. Biochemistry major gets put down to the elements. On the halfway line, Tufts, they've off meters from the lineup but still have possession. Very aggressive defense coming in. And Garrell, Jake Garrell scored 2 yesterday. The vice captain. Over the halfway line. Advantage. Being a nuisance at rug time was Brian Rousey for Claremont Colleges. Tufts through the hands. Good work, but again, equally superb tackling.
Yeah, referee Bryant's going to bring it back for a penalty against Nick Urban, one of the many seniors on this Claremont squad. Just lazy getting away from the back of that ruck. Impeded with Jed McKinney, one of the co-captains for Tufts. He helped matters too, just kind of forcing Urban to get out of the way. Nice touch finder by Jimmy Carney of this Tufts squad, just outside the 22. Now their deepest penetration into Claremont territory. There you see it, and now you're going to see Nick Urban. He just missed it. Now rolling away.
Kim, only playing for 6 months though. He's on target with his second line out. Garrell knocking people over. We've seen it yesterday. He does it yet again today. Big, strong human being.
Nope.
Tufts trying to get into open space, but the defense comes flying up, forcing the pressure.
I think we have a knock-on against Claremont. It's going to be a put-in for Tufts.
But you guys do need to keep your feet.
Slight knock on.
Hey, Claremont.
This would be a great opportunity here for Tufts if they can get good, clean ball off this platform.
What?
Got a good back row net on Carter Cole. Jake Garrell, you mentioned how many defenders he's batted away this weekend.
So 2 options for them to attack with. Fluff. Jimmy Carney's on the left close to us. Got the far side if they need it. Tremendous scrum coming in from Claremont though. The penalty comes to Tufts.
Wow.
No, that's a
Boy,
straight
Trent Turner.
No, yeah, I've never seen you play that high off the ground. Absolutely unacceptable.
I can give it touch. Let's go.
Yeah, Trent Turner was way up in the air, the tight head prop for Tufts. And here's a good decision here, I think. Try to get points early on the board, and it's going to be through the Hank Seidel.
That player was completely off his feet. No. You don't get to drive people off their feet. You drive straight, that's it.
Okay, here's a look at the scrum. Watch Turner, look how high. I have never seen a prop get elevated like that in a scrum before.
That was monstrous. Great replay. Now, for the first points of the game, Hank Seidel strikes it nicely. It doesn't curl in, so unsuccessful.
So Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company is proud to be the top sponsor of NSCRO and the NSCRO Championships. Learn how Penn Mutual can help you live life with confidence by visiting pennmutual.com/rugby.
So Brendan McDonald there, while Lee Bryan has a word to the front row. Frankie Reyes and Spencer Drazovic. Of course, Captain Sean Pine coming in. The man loves to cook, does Pine. Oh, it's been charged down. Haven't seen that off a 22 for many years. Clean-up work there from Andrew Frick, the man from Silicon Valley. And then hacked over the top there from Mejias, who's had a stunning day one in the snow. Counter-attack from Tufts. Little pass there from Ross Carmen. Impressed, but the counter-attack is excellent here from the Claremont Colleges. It's hacked ahead from Mejias. He'll take play to the 22 and move Tufts all the way back.
We know all about Mejias in his boot. As you'd mentioned, he kicked that one off the crossbar yesterday to lead to an unbelievable try. And now he gets the hack through. What a counter ruck though it was by this Claremont forward pack. And there's the hack through.
If you're out,
picks up all the way down to the 22-meter line, puts the pressure right back on Tufts.
So Kim played football and was in a marching band throughout high school. Goes over the top though, taken from Omar Rodriguez for the Claremont Colleges.
Back.
Great work from the hooker.
Offside, blue.
And now Reyes, former football star of 9 years. Claremont picking and going for the line. Looking for the first try. They've got a bit high, so Tufts have held them up. But there's still going to be a 5-meter penalty out. Mejias with an option. Mejias, the man from Chile, is very sneaky. Hands it off to McDonald for points.
Points?
Points, man. No. Championship game, no.
There's your skipper talking. I like it. Go the points. Championship game, get points on the board. And again, when you're listening to your captain with that much authority, you follow a guy like that. That's great captaincy. I'll take the 3 points anytime.
For blue?
So that's the same thing that Tufts wanted to do. They weren't successful with their penalty attempt. What could Brendan McDonald do here? The man who was first-team All-Conference linebacker, then switched to rugby 5 years ago from Davis, California. Very sturdy player at 220 pounds. He'll line this up with his left boot. Claremont College is known as the Lions. Look on. And also unsuccessful, so 0-0.
Wow. I think both captains made the right decisions, though. I think you want to get points on the board first if you can do it.
Time is off.
A left-footed kicker on that side of the pole is always a little bit tougher.
Right. Time is on.
Hey guys, you need to be behind the kicker. Behind the kicker, Tufts.
So a charge down at the last 22 taken by Claremont. Tufts go a bit deeper though, so they can put this over the top. Good spacing and good collect on the end. Wonderful stuff. Will Dolan takes it to the halfway line. Genius play from the dropout. Tufts under all sorts of pressure. It's been knocked back and then a high tackle jumping all over his back. Better be careful of that.
Shane Pico, he was strong defensively yesterday. Is he just going to get a warning or yellow?
So a little more discipline, okay?
Okay.
So just hold it.
I mean, the intention
I know
is tough to tell.
No, in the middle of the field, but also we've had other penalties, so just calm them down.
Okay.
Good decisions.
Lee Bryan just wants a little more discipline from the Claremont squad. Here's another look at the lasso by Shane Pico. Again, he almost picked that ball off in the midfield. He'd have been clear.
Are you in?
So almost 10 minutes gone, still 0-0 in this championship match.
Fine. You still need to
for the
be in the
NSCRO
lineup.
2017 title. Beautiful weather here at Infinity Park.
Stay.
Taken nicely at the top there from Nat Ung. Then to the line they run. Carter Cole. Space to operate. Out wide. They put it down.
You got it?
And then bundled into touch.
That's going to be a first knock on against Tufts. I think Pico knocked that ball on, trying to gather, but they're going to take the first one. We'll come back to a scrum.
What was Paul last time?
You completely lifted their player off the ground. I've never seen one with that institution ever.
That includes us up here, I think.
Come on, big drive here, Trent. Come on down.
I love Omar Rodriguez, how he asked that question. What was the call last time? Rodriguez is right next to the man that's lifting, catapulting him in the air.
Stay, out of the pocket.
Stable scrum for Mejias, the Chilean. Shifts it across, double skip for Pico. And they've got space to move on the outside. Off they race. Swenterud gets the offload back inside. Pico for the line, what a dive! Oh my goodness! It's Hurricane Pico destroying the opposition.
How about Spencer Svenrud? Again, we saw him with some big clean breaks yesterday in the tackle. Able to offload that beautifully. But I agree. Congratulate Spencer Svenrud on that play. We're going to get a good look here. Perfect time pass on the outside. And then Svenrud, what a cutback inside. Good tackle, but look at that.
Yeah,
and there's three guys to beat still. And the big dive through the air by Shane Pico. Wonderful try by Claremont.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Working beautifully in tandem, supporting each other nicely. Svenrud had a lot of breaks yesterday. Wasn't able to get over the try line himself. This time, he's the creator yet again.
Okay.
McDonald missed his first penalty attempt. This is their third NSCRO appearance for the Claremont Colleges. And he pushes this one wide, so they lead 5-0 Claremont after a nice score in the 11th minute.
The Summer of Rugby Sevens returns to Infinity Park. Save August 25th through the 27th for the annual Rugby Town Sevens and enjoy the latest and hottest Olympic sport. Infinity Park at Glendale.com.
Better hold on to your seats. That one is a riveting weekend. So many brilliant games. Over 100 on display. And NSCRO man has melted in the sunshine here, and we love to see that because it was chilly yesterday. I tell you what, no more iced coffees today for us. Tufts looking to strike back. Comes to Rousey.
Don't move, Blue, stay.
Flat ball, looking for the contact point. Slats. Now McDonald stabs this through. Saw a bit of space there. Ross Common dives on this one. It could have been nasty and comes away for strong running Claremont Caro, who's half tackled high. But excellent work there from Frick. Been a live wire in the center position. And then Pico with that ponytail, shoving players around. Both centers working in tandem. Advantage now for Claremont.
Advantage red.
In they go, Captain Sean Pine. Now McDonald kicks charge down, so no advantage.
Yeah, offside by the Tufts defender. Playing a nice long advantage. Probably going to talk another chat about discipline.
No, it's not just you. It's your entire back line, it's your pillars, and it's you. You need to stop creeping, then you take a step back.
Hey, Jimmy. Thank you. The man behind the
NSCRO is the home of small college rugby in America. For the latest NSCRO news, be sure to visit nscro.org and like NSCRO at facebook.com/NSCRO Rugby.
No. Yeah, the entire back line was.
It looked like Common got shooken up on that last go-round.
No, we talked about pregame, pass last play.
Okay, there's the advantage already being played.
Claremont, go to the top, Clayton toe. Ball is still available for the Lions. Reyes. Good strike run by Frankie Reyes from Illinois. Now McDonald goes back inside. They drop this one.
The frustrations there for Claremont. They know they had the momentum going forward. Some good interchange between the forwards and backs. Knocked on by Andrew Frick. Still got the pressure on this Tufts team. And let's not forget, Tufts went through a heck of a lot of scrummaging yesterday and really got drilled by the LSU Alexandria team.
Yeah, they certainly got their practice in yesterday's game.
That was out, that's
and
fine.
there it comes. They're playing on. And they kick for touch, good relieving kick as well, under all sorts of pressure behind their goal line.
Yeah, a tremendous amount of pressure by that Claremont College defense. Can they continue to put the pressure on, though? It's going to be their line out just outside, about 10-15 meters from the Tufts line. Coach Jeremy Ognall said, you know, that weather really prevented us from playing our best rugby yesterday, as it did for all the teams. But he said, expect a lot more from us today. And we're seeing a much better effort in sunny skies here and warmer temperatures at Infinity Park.
Yeah, they can certainly move the ball around. Rodriguez will throw, the man who loves to code and make iPhone apps. He goes to the front. He finds big Nick Urban. Very close to the touchline there. Yes, moves it away. Reyes going down, beats a couple. I love the low running of Frankie Reyes. And now into play. Rousey.
No, back!
Very flat is Pico. He gets tackled nice and low. But they have another penalty as Mejias wants to go quickly. Should be allowed to do so, but he wasn't on the mark.
Yeah, I think I don't know, she might be reaching. Because she already warned him a minute ago.
No more.
Okay, that's the last warning.
I have no more options.
Double secret probation.
Whenever you're ready.
Mejias, the Chilean. Busting for the line. Claremont looking for try number 2. Just short.
That's fine.
Held up over the line.
Yeah, that's when you need a little more patience. You heard some voices saying, get it back. But others just tried to continue going forward. I think it was Mejias.
Scrum down.
Still going to be their put in, right? Yeah. Oh, man, yeah. It's hard to tell.
Bind.
Scrub feed for the Lions.
Sit. Hold.
The man from
Hold. Keep it up.
Southern California. Be loving the sun as Frick goes down nice and low. Still maintains possession. Pine, the captain, driven back. Gets his hands over the tackler. Finally forms a ruck right now. Claremont a little bunched and very flat. And so the defenders are able to come up and hit them within one step. Claremont at a standing start.
Tackle.
Paul Slats, digital electronics engineer. Slow ball for Mejias. Got to feel them. Spread the field a little bit more and get a bit more depth. Take it forward by Drozovic. He'll be spending in summer in India, interning. As McDonald goes wide, bit of space to operate. McDonald couldn't get his pass away. They attack the far corner. The Lions are over the line. Thunderous stop through the ruck, they march. And it's try number 2 for Shane Pico. Like a sleek racing snake, he goes over.
Is that Pico or his teammate or centermate Frick? Either way, another good try by this Claremont College squad. I thought McDonald had it there. Yeah, it is going to be Pico. Yeah, Pico's going to snap that ball up. He Pico'd up and just saw a seam in that Tufts defense to score his second. So great start by Claremont here as we played about 18 minutes here in this first half. 2 tries, trying to add to the lead here with the conversion.
Yeah, it helped that they had a little bit of a deeper attack on that last page. Because if they're too flat, the defenders can come up and put one over you. McDonald did well there to spot the space. The left footer from the touchline. We'll stay to the side. So 10-0, Claremont lead Tufts after 20 minutes.
Captain.
Boys and girls, ages 8 to 18, join us for our rugby skills clinic focused on the backline play on May 10th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. right here at Infinity Park. Reserve your spot at raptorsacademy.com/clinics.
Future generation of young backline players coming through here at Infinity Park. So Tufts still have 20 minutes to go in this first half in this championship clash. McDonald, not afraid of the contact. So with him in, they need to set a few forwards to take it up, and they set their captain, Pine. Now Slats into the thick of things. He was Defensive Player of the Year for his conference for football. Now turned rugby player. Frick goes low as well. So they set 3 or 4 phases nicely to give space for McDonald and his exit strategy. Carmen, well positioned, is the fullback. He'll want to counter-attack, drifting across field though to see what options he has, and runs into some stern defense. But Tufts managed to get it out of that ruck. And they've got Connor Cole, the civil engineer.
Okay. Use it.
Came once, but it's very slow ball, so it's up and under, box kick, drifts across field, and great stepping on that far side. Swenserud comes back towards us. Just somebody in front of him, but he can move. He's electric.
Yeah, I think Slats got called with some obstruction there, and he's a big boy. Made some of those Tufts players run around him, but how about that move by Svendsrud? He is very elusive. There's the obstruction right there. Statue of Liberty right in the middle. That's a good touch finder by Tufts. Inside the 22-meter now. Maybe their deepest penetration, trying to take advantage of this obstruction penalty. Andrew Kim, a really solid ball player, very good tackler on the squad, and you mentioned just his first year of rugby.
Very accomplished person as well. You said yesterday he plays the tuba in the wind ensemble. He's roommates with Nate who's playing in the 6 jumper. Goes to his roommate at the back. They set the maul. Tufts' best attacking opportunity yet. They break free. Vice Captain Garrell.
Tackle.
Paul Sorbo. Sorbo into it, tapping and going. Not 10 meters, but it wasn't on the mark.
Okay. Take it from the mark. 7 offsides. Like the entire back line. Okay.
All right, tap and go here for Tufts. Looking for their first try. Of course, give it to Garrell. Can't bump off players this time. And the ball's been stolen from him. It's been pinched. That is very rare that you'll see that. Pine was the man that got it for the Claremont Colleges. And Omar Rodriguez up for a few extra meters. Claremont
Tackle.
weathered the storm near their goal line.
Hold.
McDonald with a chip over the top. Very cheeky because now it gives Tufts an opportunity. It was taken nicely there by Trent Turner, the man from Connecticut.
No.
And still on attack on Tufts University.
Yeah, just going over I think that was Connor Lehner that got pinged for Claremont. Nice recovery that time by Trent Turner, though, who was able to secure that little pooch over the top.
Okay, I saw him. I didn't see him holding
I think
his weight.
McDonald wanted a little more distance on that little pop kick over the Tufts defense. But it was well gathered by Turner, did a good job.
This is the exact lineup they had a few moments ago. Not straight, though.
Not straight. Go to captain.
Yeah, I think on that last penalty inside the 22, I mean, right in front of the poles, it's hard to give away or not go for goal at that time. Get your team on the board, at least get something while you're down here, put a little pressure on. And there again, easy call for referee Lee Bryant.
Bind. Sit.
Claremont's had the better of the scrums. Pretty good solid platform ball, and they're going to get it again.
Frick comes in for a short angle. Great run. An excellent yardage. Mejias looking for a quick ball. Bumping through players. Excellent run there from Clayton Toe. And then Tufts come flying up. Mejias tries to get out of the way of Rodriguez. Now they pick and go. Reyes. McDonald gets through the half gap, draws two players. Pico puts it to the ground. Good skill there, though, from the fly half.
Yeah, excellent work by McDonald, keeping his hands free, getting through the defense. I think it was Pico that just took his eyes off the ball. I like that, keeping your hands free, that's what you want to do. And then you saw Pico, he was looking at where the space was, didn't follow that ball in. So Tufts continue to hang around in this game. 10-0, they trail.
Bind. Sit.
Tufts University from Medford, Massachusetts, just 3 miles northwest of downtown Boston.
Hold it.
So head coach Tom Clark, assisted by Mike Bozzer and Dylan Libber for this Tufts University side. Alex Broussard is here as well, the Harvard coach, stepping in because some of the other coaches aren't available with the Mystic Riverside in the ARP.
That was backwards play.
Difficult one to take there, so it's still backwards for Tufts, but then rucking over the top is Pine. And he's done well here for the Lions. Mejias puts it over the top. The ball's able to bounce. McDonald is there. Great pickup. Swensrud follows through with McDonald. They're still going space to operate. Could be a glorious try. They cut back though against the grain. And they're over the line. Lehner, how did he do it? I thought he'd gone the wrong way, but the alpaca knows the way to the try line. The former football state champion puts down try number 3.
Well, it certainly looked like he took the wrong option going on the coming back inside. But he found a little help from his teammates, I think, that able to drive him over. But Connor Lehner in for Gator Adams, showing the power that he's got as well. It all started with this counter ruck. Watch, here's the trouble. His teammate had his foot on the ball, or on the right behind the ball still. And now watch the Claremont players just ruck right over the poor scrum half, Jed McKinney. And here's the finish. I thought he had it on the outside. He cut back in, did well to stay on his feet. He really didn't need any help. Didn't have any help. Great spin move by Connor Lehner. And dots down for Claremont's 3rd try.
Well, it was twisting and turning all the way to the line. The man that grew up on Alpaca Farm cuts through, scores another great try here. This from in front, good conversion, it is over. 17-0, Scott Bracken looks on, one of the coaches for Claremont, very happy with that. Great kick there from the Claremont Colleges. So we're almost 30 minutes gone. And 17-0, this Claremont side lead. Tufts University yet to respond. They kick deep. Ball comes the way for one of their live wire runners, steaming up into this one. It was Brian Rousey. Garel comes in and makes a good tackle. Mejias. Frick goes over the top. Swensrud. Swensrud loves stepping free. Ooh, taken slightly high initially. Sets up play again for a strong run here from Reyes. The Lions well into their stride. McDonald chips it over the top. Bounces up nicely. It still works. Rodriguez is there, the hooker. Excellent work rate, but then a good pinch from Tufts University. Taken there from Will Dolan.
Stay.
Back to the pocket they go. And they kick open field. This will be a counter-attack here from Nick Gott. The man that loves breakdancing. Let's see what his footwork can do. Draws a couple of players and finds Swensrud on the outside. Swensrud tackled by his opposite number, but around the shoulders.
Yeah, Swensrud could have gotten around the defense on that time, but it was a high tackle. So Claremont's going to keep the pressure on. Penalty kick, good action by both squads. There's the tackle. Yeah, a little bit high, I guess, just a hand around the collar.
Kick for touch there. So good attacking yet again from the Claremont Colleges.
Blue 11.
And joining us right now.
Blue 11.
Claremont Colleges steaming up there. And joining us right now is USA Rugby CEO and former Eagles sensation, Dan Payne. Dan, welcome to the broadcast. What do you think of this NSCRO Championship weekend?
Well, I think it's a great weekend. It's a beautiful day today. It's actually perfect Colorado weather with all the snow in the background and 60 degrees out and sunshine and great rugby being played. So I had to obviously beg for taking my son, my 10-month-old son today, and getting out of the house and come down and enjoy some rugby. Couldn't make it yesterday.
Well, you missed a snowstorm. You couldn't get out of the driveway probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Mejias attacks the line. We'll get back to Dan Payne in a second. The Chilean takes it forward. They get another penalty and a lot of pressure putting on here by the Claremont Colleges.
On the ball. No, inside discussion.
Yeah, it looked like coming in from the side by this Tufts squad, and you can just feel the momentum building with this Claremont squad. Coach Jeremy Ognall said they're going to play a much better game today, and we're definitely seeing a more controlled play by the forward pack. Very senior-driven, senior-laden, experienced forward pack of this Claremont College team.
Rodriguez to throw, looking for their fourth try in the first half. About 8 minutes left. They go to the back. Oh, good, clever play. Set piece move. Great kick for the line, what a score! That is brilliant stuff from Nick Urban. He enjoys kiteboarding, and you can see he's got the style to go with it. What a dive, that's try number 4. And Dan Payne, talk us through that replay. It's going to come up on your screen in a second. This is a forwards try, and you're one of them.
Well, I think, you know, anytime you do a peel off the back like this is what the forwards start licking their chops for, even in the very beginning. There was no way he was looking to offload that ball anywhere. Right here, you see him just stretching out. That's what you train all year for those tries in a national championship game. And as a former number 8, along with the number 8 next to me, you know how excited that person is to score.
What I like what Claremont's doing, I mean, they have a lot of creative plays off the lineouts. We've seen 3 or 4 different variations of things just to try to keep the defense on their toes, and that was a nice little loop wraparound on the outside. And Urban just too much pace and too much power to be denied. It was great.
McDonald from in front. Really stretching this lead right now. Well, the men from Southern California. Despite the chasers, No, it stays to the side. They do well, so 22-0 the score right now.
But don't miss USA Rugby's Emirates Airline Club National Championships right here at Infinity Park on June 3 and 4 as the best men's and women's teams in Division 1, 2, and 3 face off for national titles. USARugby.org, and we're here with the USA Rugby CEO. And Dan, you got to be pretty excited about the national championships coming up.
Yeah, I am. You know, I think it's anytime we can bring our membership to the best facility for rugby in the United States, it's a benefit for everybody. And obviously, we'll be well out of the snow by then, so we won't have to deal with any of the weather. But again, for the membership throughout American rugby and those members for USA Rugby, the chance to be able to come and compete for a national title in this venue is as good as it gets. So, you know, it's always a great weekend.
And let's talk NSCRO now. I mean, these are the teams didn't always get the publicity in the years past, but now, you know, this is another great event that Steve Cohen runs now, and you know, all these different smaller colleges that are now competing for titles as well. That's got to really make you happy.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's about being able to play the game and be able to play for things that are worthwhile. And you know, this is the culmination for both of these teams, and even the teams that just finished the 3rd and 4th place match. They will have a stronger affinity throughout the rest of their lives for rugby because of this weekend. And we have to thank Steve and everybody involved in NSCRO, because, you know, without their hard work and all of their dedication to the game, this wouldn't be taking place. And he's put in more than a decade, almost 2 decades worth of his time to do that. And the end result is these kids being able to enjoy the game.
And Tufts put it over the top. Mejias is there, returns the favor, but it's charged down. Swensrud, though, he's the danger man. Gets this one on the left wing. Frick takes it to the line as well. In fact, that is Rousey. It's a player on the ground. AK hope he's all right. They drifted wide, though. Good hands. Now this is Frick on the outside. The Claremont Colleges in full steam. Absorbs 2 tacklers. Rodriguez is there, and then ball was out, says referee Bryant. Boom. Another thunderous tackle, this time put in by Drazovic, dropping his player. And Dan, while we have you here, how are things going in your new position? The CEO of USA Rugby, a lot of work you've been involved in recently.
Well, there's a lot of work. It's rugby in America. There's no chance to do anything but work. And, you know, I get inspired by our membership and the place we can continue to drive the game. These sorts of events, you know, it's such a great game with such an ethos around it that makes my job easy even in tough times. It's never an easy job. It's a job and it's work for a reason. But you know, it's easy to get up every day because I just have a passion towards growing the game in our country, and so many other people share that. That right now I'm carrying the torch for a lot of people for as long as it's in my hands, and excited to do so.
Voice of former Eagles sensation, and now USA Rugby CEO Dan Payne looks on. And this NSCRO final clash here. Tufts need to make something of this, but Frick wants to stop that. Comes in low with a driving tackle. Tufts, though, over the ball nicely. They try step in with Sorbo. Good space to the right-hand side. Pico with another strong tackle. Tufts, though, really having a tricky time controlling this ball against a ferocious defensive effort from the Claremont Colleges, and they've turned this over. The Lions all over this. Pico making a real nuisance of himself. He may be wearing 13, but every now and again you'll spot him in the forwards as Reyes, the bowling ball, into the 22. To the left, Mejias goes. He's the one that put in that freakish kick off the crossbar and just knocked on in the end.
And Dan, I know one of the goals for you when you took the position was trying to get the rugby community all kind of rowing in the same direction. I know you've got some things going on. Why don't you tell us about some of the groups you've kind of put together with USA Rugby, some of the things you got going on?
Yeah, you know, with rugby in America, you know, it's not, we don't manage a country. I coined this phrase, we manage a continent. You know, it's different than a lot of the countries have to deal with throughout the world. And in order to do so, especially with the size of our organization, we have to lean on our membership and on a lot of our service, you know, providers, which is like United World Sports is a great service provider. Atavis, all of our NDAs, Tiger Rugby Academy, you know, everybody that's involved with growing the game, and for the most part, doing so for the passion of the game. You know, it is just a matter of thanking the people that deserve to be thanked and continuing to always try to do what we can to push the game forward. You know, we've got some big announcements that are going to come up even towards the end of June. You want to announce that? Why don't you break it now?
I think we should break it now. We're going to probably send it out the next day or two anyway. But the U.S. Rugby Foundation and the USA Rugby Trust in collaboration are going to be putting on the U.S. Rugby Hall of Fame dinner coming up on June 30th, the day before the USA hosts Canada in the second of the 2019 World Cup Rugby qualifiers. So we're really looking forward to working with you guys and showing the rugby community that we aren't competing with each other, that we're just collaborating on different events, and we want to just push rugby going forward. We want more kids playing the game. And I think all our organizations want to see that. So we're really looking forward to that event. And that press release will be out this week, sent by all three of our parties. So we're really looking forward to that.
Well, you heard it here first. Lovely stuff. Breaking news as Nick Urban steals that for the Claremont Colleges. High shot coming in again on Swensrud. So no advantage. Referee Bryant's got the offside call. And so the Claremont Colleges look to wind down this first half. They're up by 22 points to 0. About a minute and a little bit left.
Yeah, Claremont College is very strong. Did that go too far, or is that? Oh, that's going to be beautiful kick.
But do you know what they're getting? There's a bunch of forwards right now that are getting excited for this 5-meter line out yet again.
And there's a bunch that aren't.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Claremont, they're well drilled. I mean, I think there's 6 senior forwards in this pack, so they played together a long time. And you know how it is when you get with a club that you've been playing together for a long time. You get to know each other's tendencies, and these lineouts are second nature now when you've drilled for them all year long.
Rodriguez goes up, taken nicely there by Clayton Toe. The maul, they break free from it. Hammering for the line. Just short. Claremont are still not done in this final first half. Reyes about a meter away. Another of the line. Try awarded and a captain's knock. Sean Pine, his favorite dish is buffalo burgers and garlic fries. Well, he deserves them later. He scores another excellent try for his side.
And again, Dan, it started from a line out, and you can tell these guys have done this in practice time and time again, and a little more creativity on the swivel around the outside that we're going to see on this highlight here. Well, this is kind of too late, but we're going to see Pine just thunder through the skipper wearing the number 4 jersey. Yep, good forward play once again by this Claremont squad.
And did you say there's 6 forwards that are seniors?
Yes.
Well, and they took second last year, I believe, as well. So you could tell the minute that line out happened, a single digit was going to score the try. They weren't going to let it go to anybody else. So.
But some of the great thing about NSCRO this weekend, we saw teams, there was only 1 senior on the LSU team this year. So, you know, all those youngsters are going to learn from this experience. And some of these kids have seen snow for the first time when they got here.
That's great.
So it's a great weekend for a lot of these smaller schools.
And Dan, let's quickly talk about youth rugby, because I know that's something big that you've been promoting, and obviously something a lot of us are involved in.
Well, you know, I've coined the phrase, youth rugby is our 401k. We need to invest now. We need to continue. People ask, what can I do to help grow rugby in America? And, well, start a youth program. Go start a community-based program. Do what you can to help support youth rugby, and we'll pay dividends 10, 15 years from now. It can't happen immediately, you know, nor should it. You can't microwave the ethos or the benefit of rugby. You can't make it happen quickly. You know, and that's one of the great things symbolically, if for anything else, that our 2 organizations are working with. It's all youth rugby focused.
Well, thank you, Dan Payne, CEO of USA Rugby. It's halftime here, and this first place match, it's 29-0, the Claremont Colleges lead against Tufts University, 5 tries to 0. We're going to take a short break and come back with highlights from that first half. It's Claremont 29, Tufts 0.
Sports Radio 104.3 The Fan. Denver's best live and local coverage of the NFL is on Denver's sports station. Sports Radio 104.3 The Fan.
Close, convenient, cozy. Where rugby stays. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek. Located within walking distance of Glendale's Infinity Park Stadium and minutes away from the Cherry Creek Shopping Center and downtown. Featuring 3,000 square feet of meeting space, luxurious guest rooms with our signature Hyatt Grand Beds and complimentary breakfast. Prepare for your match in our 24-hour Stay Fit gym and connect with work, family, and friends on free Wi-Fi. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, where rugby stays.
Play the fastest growing sport in the U.S., rugby, and the pathway to playing with the best starts at Glendale Raptors Rugby Academy clinics. We're developing better rugby players ages 8 through 18. Our national championship coaches and players provide in-depth instruction and cutting-edge training so you can become a more effective rugby player. Improve your backline knowledge to gain an edge over the competition in our May Backline Play Clinic. Sign up today at raptorsacademy.com/clinics.
Running a business can be hard. Dex Media offers you a complete solution for managing your business and life. Dex Hub is a fully integrated business management and communication solution. There's customer management, social engagement, video, online listings management, an integrated website, and service. Dex Hub will help you manage your business, so it doesn't have to be hard. Ready to get your life back? Schedule a free consultation today.
I love my credit union. My mom is the one who took me in and said, here's where you'll bank for the rest of your life. 10 years later, I'm still a member. Westera is always there for me, and I like that they're local here in Colorado.
Federally insured by NCU.
Welcome back to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. And what a final it has been for the Claremont Colleges. It's West versus East Coast. Tufts have yet to score 5 tries from Claremont. And they really have stunned. And it started right with the winger, 3/4 Swensrud, setting up this first try for Shane Pico, following up beautifully for the first score.
Yeah, and Claremont continued to put the pressure on him. It was Pico once again. There's McDonald making a break on the outside, but watch Pico just snap it up quickly. Looked at the little space in the Tufts defense to dot down to make it 10-0 at about the 18-minute mark. And then the ball goes out wide. Connor Leonard went back inside. It was ill-advised, but no, it wasn't, as he eluded 3 or 4 Tufts defenders to make it 17-0. And then the nice pass out to Nick Urban off a line out, powered over for the fourth try for Claremont.
And just before the half was up, they attacked yet again. Forwards all involved. The lineouts were superb. The captain, Sean Pine, getting over for try number 5. Glorious stuff there from the Claremont Colleges. And yesterday in the snowy conditions, there was a thing of beauty unseen before in all of rugby history. It's a cross kick off the crossbar from Mejias, and then Anderson latches onto that. A stunning try. Jeremy Ogle last night at dinner said they've worked on this at practice, but I very much doubt that.
A thing of beauty, that might be a stretch, but that was an unbelievable play. I mean, again, I don't think many people have ever seen that. There's Steve Cohen, the man who made it all possible, who makes it all possible for this NSCRO. Puts in a lot of work, a lot of time.
Well, don't go away. We'll be right back with a second half action from Glendale, Colorado, where the Claremont Colleges lead Tufts by 29-0.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by Rugby Athletic. Rugby Athletic is leading the way in custom rugby jerseys and apparel at rugbyathletic.com. Hilton Garden Inn. For a convenient and comfortable stay, choose Hilton Garden Inn, Cherry Creek, an official hotel partner of Infinity Park. And by Turner Construction, the proud builders of Infinity Park. TurnerConstruction.com.
Looking for some extra room to stretch out and relax? Our suites are spacious, comfortable, and convenient for the quick or extended stay.
This is more like
Hampton Inn and Suites, Denver Cherry Creek, big enough for rugby.
What am I wasting? Time. We do not have time to waste.
Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, then go and play somewhere else. You've got to aspire to reach that next level. It's the reason why we do this game. Keep going! Keep going! Win the fight! Win the fight!
Score, Glendale.
Well done!
Your hands can do a lot. They can follow the lines. They can color outside of them, greet new friends, and comfort old ones. With Xfinity, they can do even more, like manage your account, change your Wi-Fi password, and take your favorite shows anywhere you go. Xfinity is putting more control where it belongs, right in the palm of your hand. Get the app or visit xfinity.com/myaccount.
That was almost the first half of your point. Surely you had territory possession of the ball. Claremont have been coming into this final having the team to beat. How many team players are returning from last year's? Championship. How does it feel this time last year as a head coach? What have you got to watch out for complacency?
And welcome back here to the second half at Infinity Park. It is home of small college rugby, now at Rugby Town, USA. And Tufts University, there on your screen, they need a big second half here. I'm Dylan Stanford, joined alongside by Brian Visit. It's keys for them to get back in this game.
Well, they're just going to put the pressure on. They take advantage of any opportunity they have and they got to stop the momentum of this Claremont forward pack. I mean, they are firing on all cylinders right now, and you've been in games, you know, you've been in a battle with your forward teammates, and you know you have the upper hand. You are just so pumped right now. You want to keep the pedal to the metal, keep the pressure on this Tufts team, but they got to try to find a way to nullify this Claremont experienced forward pack. And you see the coach of this Claremont squad, Jeremy Ognall, and you mentioned the coaching staff he's got with him, Ray Egan and Scotty Bracken. Scotty and I, former teammates, a former Eagle player, and they've been around together for a long, long time. They were teammates at San Diego State years ago.
So here we go. Lee Bryant gets us underway, and McDonald puts it deep. It's Tufts that take this early on. They're in their blue strip. Welcome to our viewers tuning in from around the globe, and especially those tuning in from Medford, Massachusetts, and those from Claremont, California.
Yeah, Frick Hyde, no arms either. Referee Lee Bryant quickly full arm penalty. Yeah, you need to pick up a little more territory too. Every chance you have with the ball, you got to take full advantage of it if you're a Tufts team. There you get a look at that.
Tufts go to the front. They flick it wide. Their tension known. Ball comes back there. Swendrup makes a half tackle. Be careful lifting the player up there. So Tufts still with ball in hand. Trying to get on that outside shoulder is Tommy Reardon. Reardon, minoring in Chinese, hoping to study abroad in Beijing next year. Working with his lock partner there, Sorbo. Better start here from Tufts, but still give away possession, and they're near the 22.
Stay.
That's what happens, and now attacking scrum here for the Claremont Colleges.
Yeah, those are the things you try to avoid too, just the little things that'll break your momentum. They had possession for about the first 2 minutes of the second half, but again, just a little infraction like that is just going to give possession back over to Claremont. And again, they have so many weapons in their back line and in their forward pack.
Mejias. They pick and go with Urban. Little kick over the top. It's been touched though by Tufts player, so should be a line out here to the Lions.
Yeah, a little slow at developing. I think they just wanted to kick it over the top a little bit, try to get the winger onto that ball, Connor Lehner. But tapped by a Tufts player, you're right. So it is going to be the Claremont throw still. But again, I really like the way the Claremont forwards have been playing. We talked to Dan Payne about it when he was here, and again, you just drill and you drill and you drill all season long, and now it's really paying off here in the championship game.
That's a good rolling ball there from the Claremont Colleges. Rodriguez was in the thick of things. They come to Drazovic. McDonald, short ball to Frick. He's been such a hard running inside center. And Reyes picks this one up as well. Claremont looking for an early try in the second half. McDonald ducks down, look at it go, busting through 3 tackles. Oh, they avoided him like a politician. Try number 1 in the second half and try number 6 in the match.
Kind of have a build like Gareth Reese used to have with the Canadian team, a big fly half, tough to bring down, powerful boot. And there's the replay going through about 3 or 4 of the Tufts players. And again, just a little swerve, a great swerve to avoid that first tackler, and then just powered through 3 Tufts defenders. And our replays that they've been all year long here at Infinity Park and all weekend. Brought to you by Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with marketing and print services from Alpha Graphics. www.agdigitaldenver.com.
McDonald from Davis, California. Economics and government major. Has really crafted his way in this live position. Takes his kick back very far. Gets a good strike on it. It is over this time, so Claremont lead now by 56 points to 0.
Come join us for USA Rugby's College Sevens National Championships here at Infinity Park on May 19th through the 21st. The best 40 college men's and women's teams, sevens teams, will be here to compete to lift the trophies. USARugby.org. 111 sevens matches. I'm getting tired just saying that. It's gonna be a long weekend of great rugby.
It's a thriller. It's the highlight of the year, that's for sure. So we'll see you soon in August. Meanwhile, Claremont have a job to finish here.
Push, push, push.
Clayton Toe from Hong Kong. And then Captain Pine. Slices off the boot a bit. Knock backwards. Ooh! And then Swensrud flies in with disregard for his body. Hacked over the top there by Jet McKinney. It goes straight to Gott. And Gott, he's passionate about poetry, and he loves the contact as well, over the halfway line. Quick hands they go. Another heavy collision on the far side there. It was Connor Lehner. Reyes, it's such a live wire in the loose. Claremont, such a polished outfit. Another stab over the top, just keeping them guessing. Swensrud is chasing after this one.
Got to be in front of the kicker, I think.
Okay, I did not see it. We also have an AR that we will listen to. Nice job, Connor.
Not exactly sure what the whistle is for here.
Offside play from the Tufts backline.
Okay, offside from the Tufts back line. Sounds good to me.
I understand, but if I see it, I will call it.
Sean Pine continues to give some thoughts to Lee Bryant, put him in her head. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go for polls here.
Said player got kicked in the head.
It's called nagging from Sean Pine.
What's that?
He was nagging away there, looking for a call from earlier, but doesn't need it. His team's up 36-0. And a penalty attempt as well, yeah.
Well, you're never done captaining, though. I mean, you always got to, if you see something that you want the ref to look at, you got to keep continuing to let them know. Sean Pine, big, powerful boot. Love the way he kicks his ball.
McDonald take this one to the side, so still 36-0 after 47 minutes. Claremont leading Tufts.
Okay, offsides is starting to be a problem again. It's June 12.
It's a 12?
It's your back line.
Yep, trying to perfect that kick. He probably didn't have his best kicking weekend. I'm sure he's had better.
.22-meter restart towards the snowy banks in the distance, but Clayton Toe brings it back.
Push, push, push.
In fact, that's Toe right now. Rousey was the one that brought it back in field. Pico. There's a bit of space there, but just in front for Fripp, so a tough one to handle for the inside center.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. I think you saw Pico said, yeah, that's on me. Bad pass. Almost came down with it.
Yeah,
Crutch. Bind. Sit. Hold.
Tufts University still yet to crack the scoreboard. Got a nice width of attack on their back line here if they get it, but full-on penalty.
Yeah, legal scrummaging there on the Claremont squad. Again, they got a lot of power in that scrum. We saw earlier, Trent Turner just lifted up. He was pulling down, probably the call on Claremont. We saw Trent Turner, the tight head prop for Tufts earlier, as high as we've ever seen a prop in rugby being lifted out of a scrum.
Stay. Oh, great line out steal. Up they rumble. Ball goes to Drazovic. He drops that one down. Pine was the first receiver that was looking to get this.
Hey, can't get complacent! Can't get complacent!
Yeah, another good play by Clayton Toe on that line out steal. But again, just a little low on that pass. And Drazovic looked up, took his eyes off the ball. The basics in rugby, down, you do the basics right, at pace, you're gonna win every time.
Certainly will. Tufts need to get back to their basics here. Ball comes, quick ball out. Jimmy Carney goes across field. Boom. Thunderous shoulder tackle coming in there. Was man on man. Dolan was the one taken to the ground. Now Sorbo to the line. Good strong defense keeps Nick Nasser down. He played for Coach Clark at St. John's Prep in Danvers. Then they put it downfield. Gott is again well positioned. Goes for a run. Gott knocks two players down. Somehow gets that pass away. Deemed to probably have gone forward, but that was almost a thing of beauty.
Yeah, we've seen some really good fullbacks this weekend. Gott being one of them. Gresser from Xavier was awfully good as well. And Common from Tufts. Haven't heard his name too much today, but yesterday they played a really good game. And look at the big collision. Gott, a very big fullback as well.
Yeah, the last two were good.
There was just a little bit of a knock on right there, spotted by referee Bryant.
Set. Keep it up, Red.
Scrum's being driven backwards here. They're on ice skates. Claremont, tight head. At the back they go. Urban rumbles through the first two. Ball's been stolen though. It's got to be illegally. Yes, in from the side.
Yeah, that was Jake Urell. One of the co-captains of this tough team, kind of silent in this game. Had a big game yesterday. His two tries led his team to that victory.
He came in from the side.
And look at this shove by Claremont, just straight through.
If you're going to approach, that's fine. Listen, if you're going to approach the tackle, there is still a gate. You must still enter that way, but there is no offside line outside of that.
Claremont, in no hurry to get to this line out. They got a big, comfortable lead. Clock's ticking away. About 28 minutes left in this second half of this championship game.
They attack at the back. Rousey is an outside linebacker at Pomona College.
Hold.
Now in the 6th jersey. Oh, great break it up the middle. People just falling off them. Omar Rodriguez. What a score. Try number 2 in the second half. And celebrations all around for the Lions from Claremont Colleges.
And again, it was from another lineout variation. We've seen 3 or 4 different lineout variations that set that ball up free, and then Omar Rodriguez just rumbles right through a big gap in that Tufts defense. And again, you can just kind of feel the energy being sapped out of this Tufts team because of the forward dominance. That's 2 games in a row, really, that the forwards for Tufts have been kind of manhandled. Yesterday in the scrums against LSU, and today against this very good and experienced Claremont side.
It's been a very tough weekend. That's the thing with the small college championships. You never know who you're going to play. You don't have any film on the opposition. Always a doozy. This one, McDonald takes a little closer to the uprights. There's a dominant performance from him and his team. And it's over, 43-0. Claremont lead Tufts after 54 minutes.
Catch the Raptors' next home match right here at Infinity Park on May 13th as both the men and the women face the men and women of Life West. The women's match is at 1 p.m. and the men kick off at 3 p.m. Get your tickets at GlendaleRaptors.com. Should be another great afternoon of rugby here at the finest rugby facility in the country, Infinity Park.
Claremont Ball in hand again. Oh, Tufts come flying in with a double tackle. Nate was one of them. He used to captain his fencing team in high school. He just really brought the sword on that occasion. Claremont working hard to get out of their 22. This kick will still be infield, so an attacking opportunity here. Andrew Sterner off the bench. Takes him on himself.
I think it was obstruction, possibly. They just carried that ruck too far, did Claremont.
He needs to get out. He just kept going through.
Yeah. And there's a nice kick into touch.
He got up and then just went right through and obstructed the other players from coming in.
So it's going to be right about the 22-meter line. And the Tufts fans really want to see their team get on the scoreboard here. And Tufts had a good following coming all the way from the Massachusetts area to get here.
Stolen this one again. The lineouts have certainly been on song. They've stolen several and been accurate in theirs. Setting up a lot of tries so far, have the Claremont Colleges. McDonald again, this time towards the touchline. It may roll towards, yes it does. Good touch finder from the fly-off.
11, give him 5.
Yeah, it was good. He knew
11,
he was in,
give him 5.
He knew he was in front of the 22-meter line. He had to get that ball in the field of play. And again, a very talented kicker is Brendan McDonald.
Subs for Red. What numbers again?
Well, it looks like we're going to start seeing the Claremont bench empty. Brian Wall, number 16, has come on. And so has Gator Adams, it looks like. Yep, Gator Adams has come on for Connor Lehner. And it looks like Paul Slatz, one of the seniors, he's come off.
Tufts, meanwhile, take their line out. They put it to the boot, though. It's going to be dangerous, though, because Gator Adams can certainly motor. Swensrud comes towards him. He gets Gator involved straight away. Oh, he drops this one. Difficult pass to take. And so Tufts will get a scrum right there. And that's no way to welcome your teammate to the game.
And Jake Garrell put a punishing hit on the elusive Spencer Svendrud. Didn't want to see him get into any open space.
No, you guys are on it over here.
Yeah, Spencer Svendrud, one of the top wingers, I think, in this competition this weekend. Create a lot of opportunities for this Claremont squad.
Bind. Set. Hold.
Tufts. Hey, try and get that ball out. Driven backwards, though. Claremont demolished them. They take possession. Another line out, another scrum steal. Set pieces. The woes continue as Captain Pine flicks this one off. Pico, the back's back into the fray. Looking for a switch. Sign Swensrud. Cuts back in, beats 2. The forward zone. No, they can't get him. Swensrud beats 16 players already. Just outside the 22. They finally bring it to the ground. But that opens up space. Gator Adams does collect this. In, out. Gator for the corner. He will score again. Second time he's touched the ball. Gator Adams is on the scoreboard yet again. A fan favorite.
Yeah, but you got to give some credit to Svensrud again. I mean, how many guys did he escape the clutches from?
16.
16, huh? I think one of the coaches came out then because Svensrud, and watch this clean out by McDonald when he comes up. There's a switch back inside. I thought he's got there. I thought he was had there as well. But watch, keep an eye on number 10 when he comes into this rock. Right there, boom, just pile drives him right out of the way. And that opens things up on the outside for Adams. And again, just too big upper body, big in the legs.
That could almost have been a yellow card, lifting a player
could
off the ground
have
and
been.
throwing it. But Adams continues. And the tries keep coming down here. Try number 8 already in this clash. Comprehensive for Claremont. Looking for the 50-point mark. They won't get it right now. Up 48-0, Claremont lead Tufts.
Go Play Tours is the official travel partner of NSCRO. Go Play Tours helps NSCRO rugby teams save time and money by offering low group rates on flights, flexible pricing terms, and more. Go to www.goplaytours.com for more information. Yeah, what a dominating performance by this Claremont College team. Jeremy Ognall said, expect a better performance today, and I think we have seen that.
And we certainly have. Tufts, though, what can they take from this game? Still have 21 minutes to go. They've turned it over. Good steal here from the Jumbos.
That's a rock, that's a
Jumbos need to
rock.
keep ball in hand, though. If they keep kicking away, it's not going to yield much. Thumping tackle coming in there on Paul Sorbo. Another flying tackle, this time from McDonald against the forward pack.
18.
Although it'll be a penalty to Tufts.
Well, you know, one thing, you know, Tufts obviously is not going to win this game, but, you know, the thing they'll take out, as the other two teams that played earlier, just the experience of playing in an environment like this, you know, in a high-level tournament, looking for national championships. I mean, that is invaluable experience that these young players will have, and it'll always be there the rest of their life. Let's see if we can take a look. Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah, let's see, maybe right there. Maybe right there. I think that was the penalty. Yep, lost the footing.
Tufts University also did great work off the field. They volunteered at Brooks Elementary School in Medford, and a few other times as well, helping the community as they take this to the line. Strong run by Carter Cole. He's been impressive with that scrum cap of his. Reyes with a strong tackle.
Advantage here, Blue.
Carney gets quick hands to Jake Garrell. Garrell scored 2 tries yesterday. Man from
Still play your
Connecticut.
advantage, Blue.
Hasn't been able to get over the try line today, though. And they'll get another penalty here, so a couple of ill-disciplined plays there.
Yeah, plenty of guys to choose from who was offside on
Gentlemen,
that
it's in
one.
your fringes. It's in your fringes. Clean it up. It's in your fringes. Hey, Marcus, here.
All right, let's see if Tufts can do something here. About a 10-meter line out, trying to get something going, but the line outs have been a struggle for them today. Clayton Toe has taken down about 3 or 4
5, Blue. Take a step.
Tufts
Take a
line
step.
outs, stealing them for his Claremont team.
So Tommy Reardon comes in, man from Glastonbury, Connecticut, into the line out. Tufts. Line out not high enough for that throw, so Reyes comes away with this for Claremont. Set piece worries continue for Tom Clark
Still play. Stay hold.
and his
Hold.
side. Another excellent carry to the line.
Back.
Toe and Rousey working in tandem. Ooh, that was a dangerous play indeed. You can't go flying up and diving at the fluff like that, in my opinion.
Stop.
That should be sent off.
Hey, step back, step back.
Stop. Okay, I need you over here, and I need you over here.
Is that
I need
Seidel?
you- No, I need you to separate now. I'm gonna go talk to my AR. Separate.
Wow, that was bad.
I think I know who it is. Someone in the scrum, the blue scrum cap, right?
Clearly hit after the kick. For me, it's a yellow card.
Okay.
Can we just get a replay?
Yeah.
Replay.
Can we get RBR on that? Here, show it.
Just to see where that ball landed. Give us a higher shot to see where it landed, Howard.
At least yellow.
No. Tell them we need a higher shot.
Ooh.
Can you guys give me a higher shot?
Result is still going to be
There
the
it is.
same. McDonald gets absolutely cleaned out in a very dangerous, compromising position.
Wait, keep going, keep going. Okay. So we have it over there in front of the bench. Okay, I need 12 blue, Captain. You guys, I need you to continue to stay away, please. I'm dealing with it. Okay. Okay. We have a late hit. Okay. Okay, do you want it here or do you want it here? Do you want the penalty here or do you want it here?
Yeah, it was at least a yellow. Could have been red, possibly. It's a good thing McDonald
I have it
came
in front
down
of the bench right here.
on his side. Could have been a lot worse.
This is what I saw in the video.
But I think the Claremont forwards, if they needed any more inspiration, they're firing up. I think they just got it.
Contact lens issues there.
Well,
Brian Wall. The 15.
Spencer Svendrud has come out of the game. He's going to get a warm hand and acknowledgments from his teammate. In for him is Abraham Asante, number 23 for Claremont.
I jump front, you're back.
So down to 14 players. The woes continue for the Jumbos from Medford, Massachusetts. And the score is 48-0. They're playing a person short for the next 10 minutes.
What number? What color?
Okay, yeah, and watch the variation. Let's see what we see in this line out from Claremont. They've had a lot of nice little wrinkles in their various variations on these line-out moves, and they've always been able to cross the gain line with them. It's been fantastic to watch.
Gentlemen, time is on.
Henry Ways onto the field as well. He enjoys working in investment banking. A man from Saratoga, California, wearing 18. Taken at the top, though, by Clayton Toe. McDonald gets the switch to Pico. He ducks low into a tackle. Now Rodriguez spins around, scored one already. Very elusive hooker. McDonald tries to get a short ball. It's been intercepted by Ross Carmen. Tufts running it up a few extra meters, waiting to get their kicker in position.
No, you're held. No, you were held.
Yeah, that was tough. It was a nice little move, but he went into the tackle, went on the floor, had to release that ball, got back up, and that's a full arm. And again, Claremont just too well polished.
Red 3 off, red 3 sub.
For this Tufts team, and it looks like Frankie Reyes, who played very strong in both contests for this Claremont team, he's going to come off. He's only a freshman. He's one of the non-seniors in this Claremont forward pack. And it looks like Colton Koss has come on. He's a senior. And another senior, Eric Anderson, has come on. He's going to replace Frick at 12. So it's good to see all the seniors get into the games here.
And there's still a bit of time left. 16 minutes to go on the stadium clock.
I got it.
Rolling ball for the Claremont Colleges, the Lions. Well defended from Tufts. They still have to pick and drive for the line. Stopped just short.
17.
Koss shifts it across to McDonald, throws it back in field, reaching for the line, and they'll score! Abraham Asante has come on and touchdown for a marvelous try and great reward for him.
Yeah, sharing the wealth is this Claremont squad. How many guys is that now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players, it looks like, have scored tries now for Claremont. Spreading the wealth, spreading the tries around. And that's what you like to see. You don't like to see one guy, unless you're that guy, get four tries. I mean, you like to see everybody get in on the action. But it has been a comprehensive team performance here. As we got, let's see, Jonah Cartwright, one of the freshmen on this Claremont team, trying to take the extras here.
Cartwright's kick goes to the left-hand side. He achieved a world powerlifting record at 8 years old, and Cartwright, interesting fact there for you, the score is 53-0 against Tufts, and the fans are getting ready. They know they've got this. 2 hands on the trophy.
Yeah, I think this is more like their weather, though, than what we saw yesterday, the Southern Californians. A beautiful day here. Caps off a great weekend of rugby.
The Jumbos, also called the Medford Mammoths unofficially. Get them restarted again. Rodriguez.
Tackle only.
Captain Pine throws it back in field.
Roll away, Blue.
Supported
That's
by
fine, ball's away.
some of his super subs. McDonald throws the dummy. Gets Pine yet again. Got in from fullback. Pops this one back.
Forward pass, gonna bring it back. In Tufts, they got to mount something here, trying to get on that scoreboard. You never want to be shut out, especially in a championship match.
Hey, boys. Give me this ball here.
There you see, they're starting to get, they're celebrating already over there on the Claremont bench.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Tell you what, last year there was some really close finishes in both these games. Mount St. Mary's taking out the Claremont Colleges. Another tight end. At the back they go. Good, strong carry from Urban. Gazovich was looking to...
Again, a short little pass.
Captain.
Results in a knock-on.
Captain. Okay. Still got a bit of time on the clock. You guys need to watch your leaving the feet in the rucks, okay? Any discipline. You guys, same thing. Let's just keep it clean in the rucks.
Can we have like 10 seconds to tell him?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, fellas. Forward, forward.
Both teams want to finish in style here. Keep the discipline.
Let's go.
Play some good, attractive rugby.
It's gonna be their ball.
Here you see Gurrell trying to fire up his troops.
Let's go again. Yes, let's go again. Let's go, fellas.
Yeah, teammate, wasn't it? Scotty Bracken?
It was Scotty Bracken.
Big, powerful
Bind.
scrummager, great in the loose. He could kick the ball a mile as well.
Don't push on, boys.
You guys keep your feet. Yeah. Okay. I need it stable.
Seen a couple of forwards do some kicking duties this weekend. Owen Keenan was one of them.
Yeah.
I'd like to see.
Crouch.
So, meanwhile, Tufts University have 12 minutes left to get on the scoreboard. They had a nail-biter yesterday, 17-15 against LSU, but they won. And now they're getting crumbled here in the scrum. Crushed.
I got it.
Ball is still available, though.
There we go.
Wow. That was just a, those things are so demoralizing, though, if you're on the receiving end of those.
Coming from the side.
And again, the Claremont pack, still plenty of life in them.
How many?
And look at that again. Just pushing them downfield, that ball. That, if you're the team going backwards, you're just trying to get that ball back to your number 8 and staying on your feet so you don't get crushed.
You guys ready?
What does life insurance have to do with rugby? Tradition, values, respect. Rugby has the deep roots and a vision for the future. So does Penn Mutual. Learn how Penn Mutual can help you live life with confidence by visiting pennmutual.com/rugby.
Knocked back there to the try scorer, Asante. Claremont Colleges bringing their forwards back in. Urban. Gurrell's all over him. And then space out wide. Gator Adams throws the dummy. Gets through a couple. Still going, then loses the ball.
Advantage, Blue.
Advantage here for Tufts.
No.
They won't be able to do anything with it, though.
Hey, let's take another one here, boys.
Yeah, the trick now when you have a huge lead like this is just not to play by yourself. You want to continue to play team rugby, set up a teammate if he's in a better position. But then if you're a winger that has scored a lot of tries, you want to keep scoring tries by yourself.
You see to do today actually was the Women's Sevens National Championship Finals for NSCRO as well.
Okay. I need you to
live
push
stream.
into
A lot of
position.
NSCRO Rugby
We're doing
going
really
on
good
with
the last couple
240
scrums.
men's teams.
No, this is worse.
And
I need you to
135
squat
women's
down
teams.
and not just put your butt.
That's fantastic.
Okay? All right.
Great stuff.
Let's go.
Coach. Bind.
Of course, we had the NSCRO Challenge Cup National Championship. While the penalty gets given there, Bethel College Pilots won that by making a great run at it. They beat Iowa Central Community College 30-21. So that is the division lower than what we're in right now.
Free kick.
Tufts will not kick this out. It goes down to the fullback Gott. Went backwards. He'll look for a counter-attack. Nick Gott, former football star. Knocked on though from Asante.
A big hit on the lines. Still playing with some fire. Is this Tufts squad still a man down? Yep, still got a minute and a half or so on the sin bin offense. Sam Hollingsworth, one of the try scorers yesterday. Hit Asante pretty well into the touchline. Yeah, we haven't mentioned many of the Tufts backs' names because they haven't gotten a whole lot of possession. It's been a Claremont-dominated game in the forwards.
That's right, Sam Hollingsworth in 13 scored a marvelous try yesterday. Haven't really had a chance to see him in action. This scrum is just
The ball was out. That's
superb from the Lions. Tufts really struggling at the set pieces. Lee Bryant gets pushed aside.
Hold.
Now they shifted wide. Oh, huge tackle from Gator Adams coming in. Carmen. Bryant again gets bashed from the side as Adams swirls around the big Gator. Ball for Claremont Colleges. Fending, going all the way. Unbelievable stuff from big number 8. Nick Urban gets over for another glorious try. And it's raining down here in the form of tries at Infinity Park.
Yeah, Urban just saw a little bit of seam in that Tufts defense. And there's the big hit by Gator Adams. That opened things up for this Claremont squad. And here it comes back this way. And Urban just a fend, one more fend, and then eludes that last defense to score his second of the day. And how many is it? Is that 10 tries? I think it is for this Claremont squad. I mean,
five in each half.
Yeah, they didn't have the kicking boots on today. The score could be a lot worse. And he gets a well-deserved hand as he goes to the bench. Again, one of the seniors, 6'4", 225. And that kick is good. So 60-0.
Wonderful score there from the Claremont Colleges yet again. In dominating form as Coach Jeremy Ognall looks around. Tufts into the last 6 minutes of this game. Had a stunning season so far. Rodriguez, been very impressed with him and hooker as well. He's come alive. Clayton Toe. Flick it back inside. Henry Way.
Push, hold.
Ooh. Slow ball. And Pico throws a dummy. Shane Pico. He had space. Just looked up a bit too late.
That's fine.
Way comes in. Gets the pop to Drozovic. Great offloading in the tackle. Pass. They pick and go. Pico's right there. Another drive for the line.
Hold.
Claremont. Drozovic. He's just short.
Wait, stop.
Will it be another crossbar kick? No. Then tap and go. It's Gator Adams. Oh, and a Superman dive! Has he knocked that on?
Any reason we can't give the try? That's what I think.
Oh my goodness.
Superhero stuff. Try awarded. Gator Adams takes to the air and scores a fantastic try.
Yeah, that was interesting. I thought he was going to kick the touch, kill a little time off the clock, but he had other ideas. Just flew through the air, like you said. Here it goes, one more time. Woo! And able to ground that ball in between 2 or 3 tough defenders. He wanted to get on the scoreboard again. His second try since he's come on. 65-0. Yeah, it's been an unbelievable display here by this Claremont College's squad. Everybody's getting a shot at it now. All the reserves, I think they've cleaned the bench. They should have anyway. And congratulations to Jeremy Ognall, Scotty Bracken, Ray Egan, and the training staff and the manager. Evelyn De La Cerda and Katie Smith. I know that they've meant a lot to Jeremy Ognall and the help over the course of this long season.
Joining us is a top-notch staff. He loves working with them. Everybody is put in their effort. Right now on the scoreboard it's showing 65-0. This is the NSCRO final if you just joined. Xavier beat LSU 32-19 in the third place clash. And Rodriguez goes towards the touch and then throws it over his head. Great skill. Gator Adams. He loves running. Draws 3 players, gets the offload away. Claremont still full of life. Up to 77 minutes. Henry Way has really been strong off the bench, taking players on.
Number one from the side.
Yeah, Henry Way's been a real big impact player for this Claremont squad. Right, here we go. Tufts trying to get in.
Corral. Lost his headband. Backwards, so we're playing on. Love to see Tufts get over the try line, rewarded for the efforts. Ball jumping up there for Davey Alvarez. He's off the bench. He rode at a national level during high school, had a brief boxing career and MMA career as well. Kick over the top, Adams near the touch line.
No, okay.
So it will be a line out here for Claremont as the clock ticks away.
Yeah, this is gonna be they got to keep this pressure on Tufts. They want to score a try here, get on the scoreboard.
Blue 3. You're off.
But Claremont has been so effective in the lineout and the scrum. Their forwards.
Right, we're gonna have red ball.
The forwards have just been so spectacular for this Claremont squad team today. Need to take down one more clean ball and just about to run the last minute off, and that should do it. Oh, here it is.
It's stolen by Tufts. Great work for them at the back of that line out. They fling it away. Oh, good take, space opening up. Just closed at the last second, but they're still well inside the 22. Everybody's to the left-hand side. Connie had quick hands there, and then the counter-ruck comes in. They'll get another penalty. Going to try and catch Claremont. Oh, not 10, but not on the mark there for Jen McKinney, the captain.
7.
Okay, last chance here for Tufts. We're under a minute on the clock.
Tap and go. Tufts fighting hard. Connie, quick hands again. Corral spins around, absorbs the tackles. McDonald comes in.
Tackle!
The big fly off, up against the heavy forwards. And then Sorbo. Good space and running there from Connor Cole. He's certainly impressed in another 7 jersey. Still there, hammer on. Defense is just so solid. They force the knock on. There's Claremont. Taking the ball, just kicked it back, so no advantage gain.
He's going to bring it back. As referee Lee Bryant, this is going to be the final whistle. Just win the scrum, and if they even pack it in, we're going to hit 80 minutes here in a matter of moments.
Huh?
Yep. She's going to let them play the scrum. They kick it out, and that's going to be it, folks. What an incredible display by this Claremont team. They learned from last year, I'm sure. Got another year's experience from a lot of these guys, especially in the forward pack, and it certainly showed today.
That's right, 2016 champions Mount series over Claremont, but in 2017 it's Claremont that come good.
Stay.
In a stunning display, McDonald just put this one out, and they've done unbelievable work to finish here as the 2017 champions. In 1987, Jeremy Ognall started his college rugby, and 30 years later he's coaching a team that has won a national title. Massive congratulations also to Tufts University. The Jumbos fought bravely, but it is Claremont Colleges that won the title. Celebrations all around. Third place to Xavier and fourth to LSU. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have highlights from that second half. It's 11 tries for the Claremont Colleges. Massive congratulations to them. They finished this game 65-0 over Tufts University. Stay with us.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA was brought to you by First Bank. Password recovery is a thing of the past. Fingerprint login available in the First Bank mobile banking app, efirstbank.com. Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with marketing and print services from Alpha Graphics. www.agdigitaldenver.com. And by O'Brien Rugby. For all your rugby needs, visit o'brienrugby.com.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Play the fastest growing sport in the U.S., rugby, and the pathway to playing with the best starts at Glendale Raptors Rugby Academy Clinics. We're developing better rugby players ages 8 through 18. Our national championship coaches and players provide in-depth instruction and cutting-edge training so you can become a more effective rugby player. Improve your backline knowledge to gain an edge over the competition in our May Backline Play Clinic. Sign up today at raptorsacademy.com/clinics.
Close, convenient, cozy, where rugby stays. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, located within walking distance of Glendale's Infinity Park Stadium and minutes away from the Cherry Creek Shopping Center and downtown. Featuring 3,000 square feet of meeting space, luxurious guest rooms with our signature Hyatt Grand Beds and complimentary breakfast. Prepare for your match in our 24-hour Stay Fit gym and connect with work, family, and friends on free Wi-Fi. Hyatt Place, Denver Cherry Creek, where rugby stays.
And welcome back here to Infinity Park. It's celebration all around here for the 2017 NSCRO National Champions, the Claremont Colleges, and well-deserved for the Lions, 65-0. They took out Tufts University. There were tries aplenty for Jeremy Ognall's troops. And hats off, of course, to Scotty Bracken and Ray Egan, the other assistant coaches and all their staff. And it started off with a flurry. Fly half, Brendan McDonald. The bus was full, over for the first try in the second half.
And that just opened the floodgates. It was Omar Rodriguez, who was very active in this second half. And he scored a try to make it 43-0 at that point. And then Gator Adams just coming in as a sub, carrying a little bit of an injury, didn't show on that one, as he eluded half the Tufts University squad to that down. And it just kept coming for this Claremont squad. A little pass back inside from McDonald to Abraham Asante, another one of the substitutes. And then the big number 8. Nick Urban, just all sorts of power in that man. He scored a try. Got a big hand when he left the field as well.
And this try here, Marvel action hero, Gator Adams gets over the Superman. What a score, 11 tries in all. They weathered the storm literally and figuratively yesterday, and here they are, champions of 2017. Marvelous effort that. So thanks for joining us in Rugby Town, USA, where Claremont Colleges have defeated Tufts University by a score of 65-0 to win the NSCRO National Championship. For more info on Infinity Park, go to infinitypark@glendale.com. Any rebroadcast of the pictures, audio, and accounts of this match are strictly prohibited without express written permission from the city of Glendale, Colorado. This has been a copyright broadcast of the city of Glendale, Colorado. For Brian Visit and our entire crew, I am Dallin Stanford saying thanks for tuning in, and be sure to stay tuned for the NSCRO Award ceremony, including the naming of the team of the tournament.
I love my credit union. My mom is the one who took me in and said, here's where you'll bank for the rest of your life. 10 years later, I'm still a member. Westera is always there for me, and I like that they're local here in Colorado.
Federally insured by NCUA.
What am I wasting? Time. We do not have time to waste.
Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it, then go and play some. You've got to aspire to reach that next level. There's a reason why we do this game. Keep going! Keep going! Win the fight! Win the fight!